Hello Rovers and welcome back to day 31 of F2P Healing Resonators Challenge. Today we'll be aiming to get 100% Whining X Meyer, but first as usual, we will start off with Tested Field. You know what? I'll just take it as a sign that today's not the day to farm in this Tested Field. I'm getting nothing. Nothing from this set. Fine. I'll get Cantarella's echoes for now. Aha! Now this is what I'm talking about. Energy regen, crit rate. Now I just need to hit a crit damage and not get bloody damn scammed by the Echo RNG. So therefore, I will sacrifice one Echo that has a crit damage substat on it. Surely, it will give me a crit damage substat. That's how it works, right? Surely. This is not crit damage, but it looks pretty good. Surely if I sacrifice another crit damage substat, that will work, right? This also has crit damage main stat. Surely you will give me the crit damage, right? 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 Oh! I've been once again scammed. Feels bad, man. The stats look so good too. Oh, yes! Yes! Oh! Turns out the next door Roche room was the answer. Okay. Okay, just give me one energy regen or one attack. We're very good. Flat attack. Sure. Sure. You know what? I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. This is pretty good. Until I need to replace it, but I highly doubt that I can replace it anytime soon. So I'm gonna lock this and keep it with me for a long time. But it's not the end of echo farming yet, because I am going to farm 5 Sentry Construct every day to hopefully get a crit damage Sentry Construct for Yoo-Hoo. I need to replace this because this just looks unpresentable. I feel like I'm living in an actual loop. For the past 4 days, my first Sentry Construct drop is crit damage. Again and again. And then it's gonna scam me with like some kind of bullshit rolls. Like I tell you, it's gonna definitely scam me with some sort of bullshit rolls that's not double crit. Let's see. How many Sentry Constructs do I have already? Answer is a lot. Never mind. Let's not count them. 1, 2. Crit rate. Crit damage. Hopefully, I'll leave you here first. And I'll go enhance the other thing first. Oh, why do you have to do this to me? Why? Why do you want to waste my resources so bad? Why are you giving me crit rate? And then after that, you're gonna scam me, aren't you? You are so definitely gonna scam me. Energy regen. Okay, okay. You know what? I'll bite the bullet I'll bite the bullet. You better give me the crit damage. Resonance, come on. These are stats that I need, but why are they super low roll? Lowest roll. Man, these suck to enhance. I'll leave you there first. Let me enhance this to plus 20. This one better give me crit damage. Oh my god, why are you doing this to me? Why? Why? Why do I have to enhance till the last stat for you to scam me? Oh, I hate this. I hate this so much. I hate this kind of... I like clearer cut ones where it's just like, first two stats that I don't need, okay, remove. These are just like, you're giving me the chance of... Not the chance, you're giving me the hope that there's the chance of crit damage. And then so when I enhance it, you're gonna deny me of the crit damage and be like, fuck you. That's what I thought. And stop insulting me with that bloody low roll. God damn it. You have to rub salt onto my wound, right? 6.4 basic attack damage bonus. Come on, brother. There's no need for that. Ah. Another day of crappy echo enhance. Bruh. No, what's this? Oh, this hurts to watch, man. 4-5. 4-5. But there's no crit damage. I mean, it's still better than this one, I guess. I'll use it, but holy shit. This is... You can't do this to me, man. This is so hard to throw away. 4-5. Oh. I hate this so much. I hate echo enhancing. I hate it here. Get me out of here. Get me the hell out of here. What the shit? Yeah, the pain and agony is real. Especially when they throw you this kind of curveball. And I need to relog because my music is completely gone. Alright, today, before we start with today, let's hear the beautiful sound of music. Bask in the embrace of music that will slowly fade over time for some god-forsaken reason. But I feel like it could be something like they try to fade out the music and then because you re-engage the boss, so the music tries to come back in at a lower volume, but then because you kill the boss again, so it fades out, and then you re-challenge it before letting the music end, so it will just try to fade out again and come straight back in until the system goes haywire and just like and we are trying to play the music, but the music cap somehow is now at a very low decibel, so they can no longer play the music, and you're just like, where the hell is my music? Anyways, let's do the Stygian Lacrimosa, the exploration quest for Whining X Meyer. Some of these exploration quests are like perhaps like the origin stories of the Whining X, the Whining X, the Morning X boss. Like this exploration quest dives into the backstory of it. The Mech Abomination is shown during the 1.5, not 1.5, the Act 5, I think, where we come over here with Alto and Encore. Then we have the backstory for Inferno Rider in another exploration story quest. And Crownless is sort of like somewhat introduced in the very early parts of our main story. Melbourne is from a side story quest, but we don't really know much about the Tempest Mephis, and we don't know much about Thundering Mephis either, other than they are just like there, and this guy is like from the fallen soldiers that fought in the Desert Highlands. Is that missing from the newer bosses? I feel like, I guess it's just the nightmare bosses, but I guess they just chalk it up to, oh, they are just manifestations of what people think. Then I guess my question to them is, so why do we have Jinzhou bosses being manifested inside Rina Sita when we don't have a lot of Jinzhou people in Resonators. That part there doesn't really make a lot of sense to me, at least. I thought the Nightmare bosses would actually be in Jinzhou itself. But yeah, I do love the backstory that they give for the bosses. So for people who like actually enjoy the lore can be like, oh, so that's how this boss came about. And I think that's a pretty cool addition. Hopefully they elaborate on it in the future. I guess so. Like there's quite a lot of Somnor stories being uncovered, with the latest being the Dreaming Deep event, where we actually met the Lord of the Somnor. You're gonna have to redo Dreaming Deep. Not gonna lie, you may have skipped lore because it was too taxing for you when you did it first. Thankfully they made Russia. Honestly, I feel the lore for the lore for the one with 4 endings is the one that really matters, because that's the one that actually ties to the Somnor lore. The others are mostly just like more of what ifs and hypothetical dreams that could happen. So yeah, if you're very burned out from Dreaming Deep, but you still want to enjoy the story firsthand, then I would say just focus on the Cinema House Murders. It's only towards the very end part where they actually tell you about some Somnor lore, which honestly I didn't really like the way how he planned it, because it was just, what do you mean I have to go through the same shit 4 times only for my choices to only matter at the last second part of the story? That is so not gameplay friendly. You know what would have been cool here though? Like if they actually kept these water spouts in the Whining X Mire. So like maybe if it ever rained in the Whining X Mire, these water spouts would form again. I feel like that would have been pretty cool. And I guess that's the unique thing about unique thing about Jinzhou's exploration when compared to Resonators, because Resonators I feel like they are, while it's visually pleasing, it does not have the unique environmental hazards that Jinzhou has. For example, like in the port city of Guishu, you are constantly losing your HP in zones where you're like right outside in the open under the heat. And then in Dim Forest, before the exploration quest, you would just faint if you stay in there for too long. The flight mechanic can fly over every hazard. Oh yeah, I was pretty sad, right, that while I could still fly in Resonators, you know how there are water spouts in the 2.1 area in the Ritual Islands? So I was like, when I first saw the water spouts, I was like, if I were to fly right through the water spouts, will I get thrown out of the water spout? The answer is no, nothing happens. I was so sad. Kuro, I know you have science geeks in your team. Please, we need more environmental danger. Resonators is too chill. There is no environmental danger here. I guess the most unique thing from Resonators would be the, like after the flight gadget, it would be the Evinolium, because of how they messed around with the gravity. And I have a love-hate relationship with that. Because while the inverted gravity is cool, but when you turn the gravity sideways, it becomes so confusing. Because you see the map sort of moving, but at the same time it's not really, and you're just like so confused. But when you're like totally inverted upside down, you just it's a lot easier, because you can roughly guess, oh, if I'm inverted upside down, I just need to, my left is right and my right is left on the map. But when you're like sideways, you don't know which is your left, you don't know which is your right. And it's so hard to fly. Ooh. I never really heard this this OST. Never really listened to this OST. It's actually not bad. You miss this kind of mechanics in the game. Same. I feel like this could have been such a great how do I put it? Such a great way for occasional. Did you see my Whining X just tweaking out at the end? But yeah, I feel like this kind of mechanics would have been great as a recurring event, since they already have it set up. So it's like random dogfights in the air. Like hell, you could even incorporate it into Renacita, because like there's so much flying in Renacita. Rover. Rover. This is not the first time you missed your aim. Shopkeeper says that rovers live for many millennia. So how is it that after many millennia, Rover still can't throw his echo out properly? Huh? Rover, you had plenty of time to train your aim. Damn it. You wish they put all of their music on streaming platforms? Well, I guess they did put most of it, but not all of it. Like, I don't think the chasing scene for the morning access in the exploration quest just now, like the OST for it, is inside, and then there's the cloud platformer. But thankfully the dancing, is it dancing? Yeah, it should be dancing through fantasies. The one where you go on a date with Lolai when you became high from the flowers. That was the music over there is fun. Wait, no. The flying with Lolai is fun. The music is calm. Love that song. Me too, me too. I listen to it occasionally whenever I think about it. I should probably go listen to it again later. now that I think about it again. Cause like, if we consider Frolova still sort of aligned herself with the Frextidus in the end. Towards the end, where we had to fight for the crystal. But then and again, I feel like she doesn't really hate Rover. She just holds a grudge against Rover for making her wait for a very long time. Because if you talk to her and so there's two dialogues after you visit her in the Lost Beyond. One is where you still treat her as an enemy, and then she'll just be like, "Oh, you're so cruel. Still keeping an eye on me even after even after I'm the way I am right now. I can't even have a proper rest." Then the other dialogue is, "Oh, this realm is cozy. It may be a thing of the past, but it's cozy." And then you tell her that you just want to listen to the music pieces and hopefully recover your memories. And her dialogue hints at the possible reconciliation with the rover, perhaps in the future. Yeah, she's just disappointed. Actually, no, she's more than just disappointed. She's she's holding a major grudge over it, cause she's all petty about it. Been seeing like quite a few theories, such as, oh, it could be the Grand Architect impersonating as Rover, which I feel this theory is the least likely. And then there's another theory which is saying that perhaps way before Rover's memory wiped 20 years ago, it could have been that he already wiped his memory more than once. And so maybe if he did wipe his memory more than once, right, could be that somewhere along the line one of his other selves forgot to pass it down. And then I think I remember talking about like Scar and his potential connection to Somnor, because at one point in time they did mention that the Somnor is whoever created Somnor was closely related to Rover. And for Scar, who is able to create his domain out of thin air like that, yet it looks so much like the Somnor itself, where everything looks so chaotic, everything looks so floating. And you remember the little short stage that we had to jump across everything before we finally got to his boss stage, and everything just sort of like floating in that stage. Yeah, then the other thing is, I think only Scar is able to teleport at the moment. Actually, no, not really. Prolova is also able to teleport, but no, the Scar's second form. So and how it looks strangely similar to the Ebony and Ivory Gatekeeper, which is one of my bases for why Scar could possibly be connected to the Somnor. And so I think that's quite interesting. So what if like whoever gave Scar his powers is Scar's mentor, or even it could be someone who's now inside the Frexidus. Or the bigger theory, or like the more outlandish theory from me would be that maybe Rover was once in Frexidus before. Like he created Frexidus so that there is an organization who would really ignore all human and moral codes to just pull all sorts of conducts and experiments to test their theory out for the Lament. And then maybe Rover wanted nothing of it, so he just erased his memory. Sooner or later, I think I'm going to reach the point where there'll be nothing for me to do on this account. And then I guess I'll be like, what the hell do I even stream? Time to dig into the lore when that happens. I guess that's one thing we can do. But what kind of lore should I dig into though? No. Resonator lore. Sounds good. I used to do a bit of Resonator lore. Like reading their profiles and then turning it into a TikTok short. Be like, fun fact about this Resonator and that Resonator. I haven't been doing that in a long while actually. Like one of the fun facts that I remember about like a random one that I can think off the head would be about Yuanwu. How Yuanwu is a Lei Huangquan master, and because of a scheme from his rival back then, he was expelled from a tournament, and he had to leave I think he had to leave Jinzhou for a bit. But over the years, though, during his travels, he managed to rein in his temper, and at the same time, he got rich during his travels. So Yuanwu is secretly very rich. Even though he doesn't really flaunt off his wealth a lot. Oh, ain't that nice? What are the chances that this one will be great for Cantarella? Chances are low, but never zero. Therefore, we enhance and we get... Shit. Ah! We lost. We got crap. No! Don't do this to me, please. Not like this. Oh. I die a little more inside whenever I see these kind of stats. Alright, cool. Cool. They're all trash. I'm getting trashed by their RNG. Mid-roll crit rate, okay. Resonance skill. Oh, Cantarella doesn't really need resonance skill. Plus 21, please. Crit damage, please. Fudge stick on the smudge stick. Alright, cool. I am not enhancing that any further. I'll be cutting my losses. Thank you. Instant regret. Yeah, instant regret, and I'm just like straight away be like, abort mission, abort mission. This is not worth it. Abort mission. Sigh. You know what's the one of the most BM thing you can do as a Galpath? Is to literally shit on them. So you see this, right? I mean, you can't really see it, but sometimes. Ah yeah, I'm missing the target. You know what? We can try to get this title heritage here. We've just got Puff alone. Like, control it properly. But I think I got it. There we go. We got the title heritage as a Galpath. So in the Whining X Maya, there are 2 cube facilities. One over here and one over here. After you finish these 2 cube facilities, remember to climb up this hill to get your last chest from the cube facility up here in this hill. So for this first cube facility, you will have a bunch of pressure plates on the floor. So what you want to do is you want to follow the first 2 here, which is to place this one over here and stand over here so that you unlock your second cube. Then after you unlock your second cube, can I grab this cube? Hello? Thank you. Grab this cube, set it down over here. Then the other cube, move it forward by 1. And stand over here. To open this door. I feel like the CSC is one of the most I guess like the smartest group in terms of like when it comes to research. But I honestly don't know where they all disappeared off to. Anyways, we leave that cube up there and we bring this down. Put this down here. Put this here, and you get a hidden chest over there. Upload the video on YouTube. Oh, I've done the guide for this video once already. Now we move on to that second cube, which is right here.
Go.
Is the video in Twitch? No. On YouTube. On TikTok as well. It's one of the earlier guide videos that I made when the game just released, I think. And this one, just come in here, collect the guide crystal, grab the chest. And so after you get your 2 guide crystals, gonna come up to this area right here to put the guide crystals. This specific thing over here, put the guide crystal and put another guide crystal, and you get a premium supply chest. And then there's a hidden chest right over here. So if you've gotten the master's picture over in this section, so if you picked up some photos in this area, remember to dig for a hidden chest right above here. Do I have a map in my head? How do I remember the full map? No. I used the interactive map. It would be insane if I remember the full it would be insane if I remembered the full map. I only remember like bits and pieces of it, like the more important ones which I did guide videos of. For example, the guide crystals. That I remember doing guide video for that, so that's something that I don't forget. But if like you're talking about like, oh, every little place where there's hidden chests, nah, I need the interactive map. You're gonna have to recheck your progress on those things. Ooh, good luck. That's going to be quite difficult. On this casket. And just like that, we have 100% on Whining X Meyer. Full 100%. Let's go. Very soon I'll be able to claim everything, and to celebrate, let's do a 10 pull on the newbie banner. Oh, it's an 8 pull. Wait, a 10 pull but it's discounted. A discounted pull on the newbie banner. It's purple. It's trash. Alright. Make sure I don't miss anything out from this level bundles. Okay, no. Item exchange, oscillated corals. Oh shucks. I nearly forgot about this one on the on this account. Whoops. Do I need lustrous tide? No, not really. Your friends always told you have been playing this long and you're still not done with maps. But to be fair, on my other F2P account, the one that I lost, I hit ULAT and not all of my maps are 100%. Cough, cough, cough. For this one, I'm a little bit more hardworking. But yes, anyways, I guess it's a good time to end off day 31 of F2P Hitting Resonators Challenge. Today we spent the entire day just exploring Whining X Maya, and I guess nothing nothing really special happened other than my music constantly imploding on myself. So that's wonderful, I guess. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed it, and come join me on twitch.tv/Dwargon as I stream my journey starting at 8 PM Singapore time from Mondays to Saturdays. Hope to see you there, and happy gaming, Rovers. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. Goodbye.